Water. Just water. Still got the little thing going there that I did yesterday. How's everybody doing? I'm doing this on my phone, so forgive me if the quality is different. uh, and I'm just going to be, well, let me look. I can look at this on my, got my iPad right here, or my iPad, yeah, right. My, channel, my laptop. There we go. There we go. Can I see myself? Yes, I can. I don't need to talk to myself, though. Hey, there we go. Yes, hey, guys. John, Simon, yes. How's everybody doing? Yes, there we are. There we are. There we are. I'm doing okay now. Let's have the drawing now. What drawing would that be? Yes, look good considering. Yeah, I know, I know, I know. Got the big cut. See the big cut? Yeah, not a lot of fun. Uh, so the car I already gave away. I already did. I gave that to I forget his name now, but Don Young. That's who it was. Don Young. I already sent him the. Hey Cuthbert, cheers, man, cheers. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey Reese. Um, hey Oscar. Very good. Oh yeah, John, Jay, Darren. Very cool. Um, yeah. So I mentioned that in the last. I mentioned it in the post here on the channel, I believe. Hey Gary, how you doing? Big scars. I don't know about that. All right, guys. So what's been happening? Well, I posted the video showing some looks at the Skeletric Micro stuff. I posted the video. The video also has a good look at the NSR releases for this year so far. Hey, Dr. Dixon. Oh, still in England. Very cool. Very cool. I wish I was still in England. I might not have broken my leg, although maybe I would have. I don't know. Anyway, let me move this a little closer there. Yeah. So uh, the slotted 512 looked really great. It didn't get a chance to put that on the track, but the car looks absolutely stunning. So I'm pretty happy with the looks of that we we're going to be getting that car. Well, I'm not really sure when. Going to be a couple months, I would say, and of course that's only going to be available through new. It's only going to be available through dealers here in the U.S. Skelectric USA won't be selling that car to dealers or themselves. Beatnik, I posted a whole video the other day about that. I broke my leg. Watch the video back from England, but hey GT40. Um, I fell basically while I was working and broke my leg and hit onto my camera, onto this camera, which is a magnesium body camera. And I was walking out to take pictures at the end of a baseball game, and I fell. Well, it's not on here anymore, but I fell on the top part, the hard metal part on the camera, and that cut into my eye or into my eyebrow and into the muscle underneath, and it's all swollen, and I can't really move my eyebrow as much. Yeah, it doesn't move up as much. They've said that I have some nerve damage probably, and watch the video back from England, but you'll see. Hey, Leslie, cheers. Um, yeah, so, yeah, that's what happened. Not a lot of fun, but, what are you going to do? Um, so, quit poking it. Yes, John, I should quit poking it. It's kind of hard not to. I have uh, obstructive sleep apnea, and the mask that I have to sleep has a pad that goes right here on my forehead. So when I sleep, there's pressure on my forehead, and there's a lot of pain. Super detailing on the Thunderslot Elva, yes. The Elvas look really good. I mean, we've seen those before, so um, the Elvas are not nothing really very new. Really nice detailing on the Thunderslot Mustang that we have coming, and I did a video about that as well. That's here on the channel. Hello, Benjamin. Thank you for showing up. So the Thunderslot Mustang, the Shelby, should be here in a few weeks, I believe. I'm going to be doing a little more video with that fairly soon. Um, there needs to be a couple things worked out, uh, but we'll do that very soon. Hello, Robert. Thank you for showing up. Um, so, just generally about the show was absolutely incredible. It was easily the best slot car show I've ever been to, and probably is already the best slot car show you could go to. The All the manufacturers basically were there. The only two that weren't there, well, the bigger folks, Fly wasn't there, NSR wasn't there, but NSR had a previous commitment. So, what are you going to do? They have business they got to do. So I wasn't really surprised that they weren't there. And then Carrera, hello Area 51. Carrera was not there at the show as well. But most everybody else was there. Scalextric was there. I talked to those folks. I got a sample of one of the new Mustangs. SCX was there. The owner of the company and his son, and the new international sales manager. The fact that they have a new international sales manager is very cool because now we're in theory going to be able to start doing more business together again. So, because all the projects were put on hold basically until they got a manager uh, that I was doing. Um, not. I mean, I guess there is Leslie, but Carrera doesn't. There is a big toy show in Germany, but not a big slot show that I know about. I'm sure there is a slot show, um, but not like this, and not one. Hey, Argonaut, cheers. Not one that has this much representation. I mean, Thunderslot was there, Slot it was there, Scalextric was there, um, LEB was there, Professor Motor was there, Electric Dreams was there. They were walking around. We saw Electric Dreams when we were walking around there. Jules from Pioneer was there. Jules and I had a great talk. It was the first time we had seen each other, and it was the first time we had seen each other. First time I had ever met him. We got everything ironed out between us, so hopefully you'll be starting to see some Pioneer news here. I had a really, really great time. I got to meet so many people, so many folks. Cuthbert was there. The Josephs was there. It was really great to meet him. Darren was there. There was just a million people there, and so many people were coming up and saying hi to me. It was through the show was only 2 days, but I had probably, I mean, there were so many people that were coming up to say hi. It was really absolutely amazing. Just incredible to see so many friends, and just it was just great. It was really just great, and so many folks. I don't know what the attendance was, Leslie. I believe it was a record attendance, though. Um, yes, John. Um, Didn't realize the time. Hope you're coping. Um, uh, yeah, I mean, it's my leg hurts. I can't stand um, on it. I have a leg immobilizer. I can't really stand for any length of time. My foot and my legs start to hurt. My arm hurts from where I fell onto it. My head hurts from where I hit my camera on it. I have a concussion and a bunch of stitches. And yeah, what are you going to say? Not a lot of fun, but we soldier on, don't we? We're slot car folks. Um, but it was just the show was just incredible, and to see so many people that I knew or that knew me rather, and so many people that I knew, just to say hi to people again, and get out and see people in the industry again. I didn't know that I'd ever travel for slots again, which was a hard thing to get used to. I'm not whining about my job, or I've been blessed to have interesting, weird jobs where I've gotten to travel a lot and travel for slot cars. But it felt really special to be, working, being out, doing slot car stuff again. I mean, especially overseas was just, I mean, it was just absolutely a blessing, and I can't thank LEB enough. They're the ones that sponsored the trip, of course. You all know that. Um, like your video on the lint brush, we're very new to the hobby. Thank you very much, Benjamin. Hang around. Any questions you have, you're welcome to message me here on the channel on the community tab, or in a video about that. And let me know if you have any questions, and maybe I'll do a video about something that might help you out as a new racer. Um, so I back to the show. I got to see so many friends in the hobby, in the industry, folks that I've known forever. I mean, seeing the SCX folks, they all came there. Seeing the Skelectric folks again, seeing Simon again. I did do a nice long interview with Simon. It was maybe about 15 minutes. I have to cut it down a little bit because there's some um, uh, times when I was checking the mic, or stuff like that, just to make sure that everything was going well. Check the camera, that sort of thing. Because I brought a tripod with me. I traveled with a fairly small tripod, so I could do the nice interviews and microphones, and it was a it was a production. I did a really long, good interview with Maurizio and of Slot and Policar, and his partner, who's also named Maurizio. The second Maurizio didn't do a lot of talking, but it was nice to have him there. They're both really great guys. I've known both of them forever, and it was just fun to see them again and really be able to talk with them in depth about some things I'd like to see them do and some cars I'd like to see them do. And you'll see the interview. It's about a half an hour long interview. I have to cut it down a little bit. Probably I will post the interview with Simon this coming week. Uh, so look for that. That's Simon with Skelectric. Caught you live. Hey, Andrew. Thank you very much from Tassie, Australia, Tasmania. I hope. Very cool. Cheers. Thanks for joining very much. Just water for my YouTube minders that like to give me grief about my what what might be in the channel here. Um, and then talking with the show organizers. This is really the slot car show, basically in the world. The fact that there were so many people there from the industry, so many North American dealers, the folks that organized the show did an absolutely incredible job, um, and I hope I get to go next year. That's the plan. Hey, Sean, thank you very much. Cheers for showing up. The plan is that we go next year. uh, provided that my son graduates from high school next year, around this time, of course, because high school graduations here in the U.S. are all about now, or when, well, depending on your area. So, um, hey Mac, I'm doing okay. I'm doing about as well as can be expected. Um, so yeah, I mean, it was really so great to see so many people in the hobby. It was incredible to see all the cars. I'm gonna, yeah, hey Joseph, being an overachiever. Yeah, well, um, what can I do? I need to, I need to do my regular job plus my. I mean, I need to do the streaming and the videos and stuff. It definitely helps everything. I got a lot of. I do have okay health insurance, but we're gonna have a lot of health bills. So, and the yeah, it's gonna suck. But anyway, um, it it was just really really great to see the show, and I'm happy that there is this kind of show like this for our hobby, even if it is in England. I would encourage you, if Cuthbert is still here, just kind of share your experiences. I mean, we really had an absolutely amazing time together. There's so many people. Hey, Charles, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you. Um, it's it was just stunning to see all the Skelectric stuff. I do have all the pictures. I do have pictures of all the Skelectric cars that were being shown. I did bring back a Mustang, the red, the prototype of the red Mustang that you all may have seen. I don't know if I can put it in chat here. Um, wait, can't see any more gray hair. Okay, now no one was at the show and checked me. I was hoping someone would be there. um, yes, Tangerine. I absolutely enjoyed my trip to Blighty. Um, it's I felt so comfortable there, and the folks were so welcoming. And hey, Christian, cheers. Um, it was just an absolutely stunning show, and I really encourage anyone here in the U.S. to go. Hopefully, we'll get some more folks from the U.S. to go next year. It's absolutely worth the trip. It's so easy to get around once you're there, and anyway, so it's going to be. Eleanor looks ill proportioned. Well, let's hold off on that, Charles. I mean, hey, Travis, cheers. Um, I don't. I want to see the car. I'm not like the biggest Mustang person. So there's the Skelectric Mustang, and there's the Thunderslot Mustang. So both of them, I'm sure, are going to be under quite a bit of scrutiny, right? Um, I am not the person to know kind of if that Mustang, either Mustang, frankly, is like absolutely perfect. Uh, there you go. There, thank you, Darren. Thank you. Yes, a few grays on the sides here, and a little bit on top. Um, anyway, um, yeah. So let's not from any manufacturer, and I know people, they want a really nice looking car, right? I understand that. I understand, we all have certain expectations of what we'd like to see. We all want the cars to look perfect, but let's just kind of hold our concern, let's say that, until we actually get the cars here. I don't want to. I am not going to trash anybody. I'm not going to be critical of anybody. Certainly, of critical is probably a better word than trash. I'm not going to be critical of anyone's prototypes. Um, you put a lot of work into cars whenever you make a new car, and it's important that we wait until we see the cars in their finished form before we really make a judgment. All right, guys? So let's just, I know everyone wants the cars to look a certain way, and you have an idea. Hey, Chris, I hope I'm feeling better. I'm feeling as well as can be expected. Um, um, I, I'll say this, Mac. I'm not going to disagree with you. The Pioneer Mustang, I think, is definitely the uh, let's say it's the car to beat, right? Pioneer cars are great. Full stop. They're great. I'm not like the world's biggest Mustang fan. I like them, of course. My family actually owned one. Hey, Slot Car Man Cave, cheers. Thanks for showing up. Um, we owned one. We owned a convertible. I'm pretty sure it was Viking Blue. Um, Absolutely fantastic. There you go. So I really hope that I really hope that the hello Elliot, cheers, hello from Central Pennsylvania. Um, as far as I know, no, Andrew. Andrew asks if they're planning on changing their race app. I don't know. I haven't heard of any changes. I can ask though. So let's just wait until we get the released versions of the Skelectric and the Thunderslot. The Thunderslot for sure will be here sooner than the Skelectric car. The Skelectric cars plural. I don't believe are coming until very late this year. They'll be a fourth quarter car for sure. The Thunderslot cars, I believe, will be coming within the next few weeks. Um, I'm not sure when. Um, we'll just see. We'll just see. Let's just wait on that. All right. I did see so many Skelectric cars that looked really great. The Lamborghini, the Countach or Countach, however you say it, looked absolutely fantastic. I know folks that were kids in the 80s like myself in the late 70s are going to be very excited to see that. That was a car that, I'll be honest, I suggested when I was there, that in the F40. I'm really hoping that those cars look as good as the Skelectric car, the Countach, the Lamborghini, looks as good as I believe it will. I'm sure. I mean, all the shapes look there. Leslie asked, "Do they really change the molds very much following a prototype?" Not usually, Leslie. So, I mean, they once a prototype mold is done, once the steel is cut, it's usually cut, unless there's something egregiously wrong with it, because it's incredibly expensive to recut a mold. So usually when it's at the prototype injection molded stage, I will. Yes, DeFingers. I actually talked to the Disca guy, and I am going to be. Um, I'm going to be pushing a little more for Disca because I think it is important now, especially it looks like Maurizio is kind of signing on board. Um, I forget who it was. I can't remember his name. It was a guy with the darker hair in Maurizio's video, short, darker hair, kind of a little skinnier guy. Um, no drag strips. Nobody cares about drag strips in the rest of the world, really, except for us. I did ask that question. I did ask that question. All the questions that I had on that list. Hello, Kevin. I did ask. I asked every single one of those questions. Remember the 10 that I wrote down that night when I was eating my kebab, as the Brits say? I did ask all of those questions, all of them, except of Maurizio because some of them didn't really apply to him, like rally cars. They don't make rally cars, so Anyway, so the idea of Disca, the idea of approaching kind of a sanctioning body, I really like that. So Yeah, so, yeah, Travis. So I did talk to him a little bit, and I do want to talk to him a little more. We did set up, or not set up, but we agreed that we would do an interview at some point. And I did ask today, as a matter of fact, I asked on the SRC Facebook page. They have pictures of the 919 Porsche. Sorry, my eye waters. It's swollen all around my eyes, so eye waters. On the 919 Porsche, SRC have said the dimensions on their slot car. Actual, yes. So it is within Disca allowances of plus 3 millimeters because it's just shy of that. It's like two and a bit, right? So like 2.2 millimeters or something like that. So it would be a hello, welcome from the U.S. to the Gil. I don't know how to Gilnois. Guinois. I'm sorry, my French is probably much worse than your English. I'm sorry. Um, so I'm hopeful that we're actually getting um, to something, or starting to get to some buy-in from manufacturers, because I know Maurizio is definitely interested in Disca. Maurizio is definitely interested in making cars that are scale, of course. That's what he does. So I'm happy that we're getting some manufacturer buy-in, because that's what we need. I mean, folks like you and me, it only means so much, but if we get manufacturer buy-in, and we get a lot more, it means something then Disca actually means something if manufacturers are kind of adhering to some rules, I guess. Um, anyway, I'm sorry about the stream quality. How is the stream quality? Well, it says it's 720. Um, I Gary, sorry, I don't know. Chris says my wife has the Skeletric Wacky Racer set. She is still waiting for a Penelope pit stop she ordered. Yeah, yes. Yes, I know she is. Those were not very successful, uh, not very successful slot cars. Hello, Jim. Jim Cunningham. Wait, Jim as in Nomad Jim. How you doing, Jim? I hope that's you. I believe that's you. We have another legend in the stream, or we have a legend in the stream. I believe that's Jim from Nomad Racing. Very cool. Call me Gillo. Gary is leading. Okay, Disca. Okay, thank you very much, Cuthbert. Thank you very much. Um, you know what, Cuthbert? We are just going to go ahead and make you a moderator. I appreciate that. I appreciate all your help the other day. You're a mod, Cuthbert. Cheers, man. Um, so I'm glad that we're getting some manufacturer buy-in as far as racing rules. Maurizio does like to do 24-hour races. I think it's fantastic. I've done some 24-hour races. They're the best, frankly. It's really great. You get to really dive in and really. Thank you for watching. Merci beaucoup. That's nearly the extent of my French. Um, so, yeah. Anyway, um, so as far as other stuff, I have also an interview that I'm going to publish with. I'm pretty sure his name was Ian from Magnetic Racing. My interview from Maurizio from Slotted will probably be uh, this week, next week. It'll be the week. It'll be 3 weeks from now. I'll publish that. I want to break up my interviews one each week so I can kind of spread out the content a little bit. It's a very long video. I'm sorry. I may break it into 2 parts because it's so long. The raw file that I got was about 29 minutes of total interview time of talking with him. We talked about a range of topics. And yeah, so there you go. So I have that other interview with Ian. So let's say next week, this meaning this coming week, will be the interview I'll publish from Simon, and then the week after will be magnetic racing interview, and the week after that will be the Slotted Polycar interview. I have some general video that I shot of just kind of walk around to mainly just show you the sights and the sounds from the show. You know, those of us, I mean, I'm absolutely blessed. I'm absolutely so grateful to have been able to go. Honestly, 3 hours, he's so knowledgeable and passionate. Yes, Tangerine Dream. I mean, and I've known him for a long time. I've known him for 15 years now. I've known Maurizio for a long, long time. He's the first person I met in the industry, frankly. So, you know, we're friends. And so we can talk for a long time about a range of topics. We even talk about politics, but just between us as well. So I got a kind of a walk around video that I did and some video with a younger kid there who was, he didn't really say too much, but it was neat to see families. So the cool thing is at the show, I know I'm jumping around here, but that's how I operate. You all know that by now. The cool thing is at the show, and you probably saw some photos on the Polycar and Slotted Facebook page. If you don't like Polycar and Slotted on Facebook, if you're not on Facebook, I understand. Excuse me. If you are on Facebook, please follow Polycar and Slotted. I post video and photos there as well. I posted, no, Cuthbert, it's my pleasure. I posted a photo of a couple photos of kids on the Polycar page, of Polycar and Slotted pages, Facebook pages, of kids racing on their track. What's really kind of funny, and there's a little bit of inside joke here. Maurizio and Maurizio, the Slotted folks, if you can believe this, and this was pretty funny. Yes, Polycar sets are absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. That's what I have personally is Polycar. We can talk after, Benjamin, about that. If you want to set up a time to talk, if you're here in the U.S., I could call you. So we were putting up their track up until the doors were opening. We were all jamming to try to help the guys get their track done because it was just the two of them, Maurizio and Maurizio, and they had a big 4-lane figure eight, and I put most of the fencing around it because they were still trying to install the track, and they had forgotten cars to bring for their demo. It was hilarious because of the not that that's funny, but the reaction was, oh no, we forgot the cars to bring. But so what ended up happening was kids would come because there was no other track to be able to put cars onto. Kids would come and bring their own cars that they just bought at the show because no other track in the show would let them. So kids were putting their own car that they just bought on the track. And that's what you saw in those photos was these kids, they'd be walking around and they'd buy a car, really cheap electric car or whatever. And they would have a place where they could actually play with their car they just bought. It was perfect. And they had such a good time. And Maurizio even made a little sign that said, please put your own car on here, have a good time, feel free to play. And it was so good to see. I mean, Mauricio's just like, he's an epically good guy, right? And the realization, about the time I realized it too, he comes back over to the track and he comes next to me and he says, oh, just look, all these people, they're just enjoying their car and having fun. This was better than bringing our own cars. And it was. Oh, you're in the UK. Well, we can chat. Maybe we can set up a Zoom or something like that, or a Facebook chat or something like that. Um, so it was just so good to see. Yes, they forgot to buy. So Kevin, so the joke was, and I said to him, I said, well, you could go buy cars. There's a guy around the corner that sells Polycar and Slot It and NSR and Electric. You could go buy some. He thought that was hilarious. Probably not so much, but he's a really good natured guy. But in the end, it was perfect because they got to have their own track out, and everyone got to see how good the Polycar track was, and how nice and flat it is, and the quality of the track. Oh man, whenever I move my eyebrow, just anyway. Sorry. Um, so they all got to see how cool the track is. So honestly, it worked out in the end. It was absolutely perfect. It was exactly what they should have done, but didn't realize it. Now, when they do the show again, yes, they'll probably bring some cars to have on the track in case they want to show someone something special or something. I mean, you always want to have cars, but the fact that they had that track set up with no cars on it and controllers and power all ready to go, and people could just walk up for free and play. Ugh, it was absolutely perfect. It was just perfect. Okay, so Tangerine Jam. I'm going to look on my computer here because my computer is right here. There we go. Here, look. I'm going to turn my camera in a second. Do I? Come on, do it. Do it. There we go. It's me looking at me looking at me. Anyway, yes, I always have to do this. So Tangerine Dream says, as well as discussing 1971 March with Maurizio, the really interesting thing was his comments about his passion for 72 Eagle IndyCar. Yes. So yes, he has. Maurizio is a hardcore car guy, right? He is not just not just a slot car guy, not just a guy that this isn't just a business for him, which shows. I mean, the stuff is great, just like NSR, just like Thunder Slot, and I'm sure the folks from Scale Auto. I mean, you can't make these kinds of cars and have it just be a job, you know. Um, so it's great to see them, doing cars that they're absolutely really passionate about, and it's nice to see people give a damn in a very very personal way. The people that work at the other companies, they care about making good cars. I'm not saying they don't give a damn about cars in general or what they do as a job, but you can tell when someone has a passion for their job. You really can. Um, so, hello, Joe. So there was, I just posted pictures on the LEB page from the NSR releases that are coming this year. You saw me share on the LEB page. Hopefully, you all follow LEB Hobbies on Facebook or on Instagram. I manage both of them for LEB. On the LEB Facebook page, I posted the new Porsche Brumos, one of the both of the Brumos cars. It looks like that's going to come as a box set, probably. Certainly a single cars too, I would assume. And then there are pictures. There's a picture that I posted, and in the video that I just posted of in the most recent video, you'll see the new NSR Formula One cars. There's a John Player tribute, which is absolutely it looks fantastic. Oh boy, that's the car. There's a really gorgeous Marlboro esque kinds of cars. And there's a Benetton car as well that they're showing. All that's in my latest video that you saw with the 512 and the micro electric stuff. that I start out with. What else did I see? Um, there was Scale Auto stuff there as well. I haven't posted that video yet. I'll definitely be posting. Hello, Marcos. I'm sorry. Um, no hablo español. Discúlpame, Marcos. Discúlpame. Um, uh, I'm sorry. um, so I will be doing a video soon about the Scale Auto cars that are coming. No Revo slot was not there, and BRM was not there. John, cheers, John. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Um, the the Scale Auto stuff looked absolutely incredible. Of course, there was a lot of really beautiful. I'm 52 years old as well, Joe. Joe says he's 52 years old and still a big kid. I mean, totally, that's what I am. I mean, look at me. I'm living a dream over here, you know. Um, so yeah, there was a lot of really great stuff. I did get video of as much as I absolutely could. There was a lot to do. Unfortunately, I only had 2 days to do it in, and it was a lot to cover. The first day, I talked with a lot of folks. Almost 66. There you go, John. Um, uh, the first day, there was a lot of meeting folks and just a lot of discussion. And then the second day, there was a lot to discuss, interviews and things like that. So that was pretty cool to do that. It was great to be just to really dig in and start doing some news. And cheers, Jim. I wish I could retire and just do slot cars. Um, yeah, so it was a really busy trip. I was only there for 2 full days. Um, no age to dream. That's exactly right. Um, best 2 days in a while. You damn right. um, so yeah, there was a lot to do. Next year, if I do go, and I'm hoping to, I will hopefully make a family trip out of it, and take my wife and my son with me so they can finally get over to Europe as well. I've been over there a lot in my life, and I I've been blessed to travel this much, and uh, my family needs to go with me to be able to enjoy that. And I really hate to be away from them now, and even for the couple days that I was away, it's not a lot of fun to be away from your family, of course. And I want to share it with them. It's so comfortable being in the UK. So the folks are so friendly, and I really like British food. British food gets a bad rap, probably from people that haven't been there very much. Um, but anyway, so yeah, I mean, it was an absolutely fantastic trip. I'm gonna have so much video coming out in the next like 3 weeks. Um, I am gonna try to space it out. Like I said, I'll do the interview with Simon this week. I will meet at Slot Connection in Nuremberg. Oh yes, I've been to Slot Connection in Nuremberg. Slot Connection are my guys. I visited with those folks a number of times. Christian Alf and Christian. Oh my God, I can't remember his name now. COVID brain and a concussion maybe. Um, so yeah, I got a lot of video coming out. I'll probably do 2 videos this week: the interview with Simon, and I'll do the walk around video. Um, you're welcome, Joe. Thank you very much for showing up and making it possible for me to keep doing this. Because if no one watched, I wouldn't do it, and folks are watching, so I do it. There you go. So yeah, so a lot of good stuff coming, folks, and thanks again for watching. Gonna cut this a little short, although it's honestly been 45 minutes now. Not really all that short, but keep watching. And I think I met Roland too. Yeah, Anyway, you're in Denver. Very cool, guys. Okay. So I appreciate it. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. I will be made the straw bales for your picks. What? Oh, very cool. Yes, yes, yes. The straw bales. The straw bales are here. The problem is I can't I broke my leg so I can't get downstairs and all of the stuff that I brought from the UK is all downstairs. I have two sets. I live in a what's called a raised ranch house. I know you probably don't know what that is, but it's got two sets of steps down to the my kind of underground floor, and that's where I was unloading my bag and all the samples and stuff I bought. Hey, so cheers. Um, so all of my samples and stuff are all downstairs. So yes, the bales. I will be showing off those bales too because the bales are very cool. So cheers, guys. Thanks very much for showing up. I really do appreciate it um, more than ever. Thanks again to Cuthbert for stopping by. Um, Slotcar Man Cave. I mean, everybody. Everybody. I really appreciate it. Cheers, guys. Thanks all again soon.